Hello, and welcome to the Louisiana Physical Therapy Association's Effective Advocacy Series. My name is David Tatman. I am the lobbyist for the Louisiana Physical Therapy Association. In this series, we have covered some of the fundamentals of effective government relations techniques and shown you how you can become an effective voice on issues important to your profession and the Louisiana Physical Therapy Association. The first thing to remember is that government has a significant impact on every aspect of your life. Not only do legislative and regulatory actions impact your profession, they also impact your everyday life. Always remember, the most powerful voice in government is yours. As a constituent, you have the standing and the right to discuss important issues with your elected officials. In this episode, we will cover general terminology and how a bill becomes law. How a bill becomes law. The Louisiana legislative process. What is a bill? A bill is a document that follows the Louisiana constitutional guidelines in order to amend current law. The Louisiana Constitution provides for the format and process to follow in order to change current law. A bill is a legislative instrument or document that must pass both houses by the requisite vote necessary and must also pass executive action by the governor in order to become a law. The number of votes needed to pass a bill is determined by the bill itself. In the House of Representatives, a simple majority is 53 votes. A supermajority is 70 votes. In the Senate, a simple majority is 20 votes, and a supermajority is 29 votes. Constitutional amendments, fee increases, and taxes require a supermajority vote on a bill. General overview. In the House of Representatives, a bill is introduced by a state representative. It is given a House Bill Number, or HB. It is assigned to a committee of subject matter jurisdiction. A committee hearing date will be set. If the bill is reported from committee, floor debate and final passage in the House of Representatives is then held. In the Senate, a bill is introduced by a state senator. It is given a Senate Bill Number. It is assigned to a committee of subject matter jurisdiction. Committees in the Senate differ slightly from committees in the House. A committee hearing date is then set. If the bill is reported from committee, floor debate and final passage is then considered. The committee process. After being introduced and assigned a bill number, bills are referred to a committee of subject matter jurisdiction. Example, healthcare bills are referred to the Health and Welfare Committee. Workers' compensation bills are referred to the Labor and Industrial Relations Committee. Once a bill is referred to a committee, the chair of that committee determines the hearing date for the bill. Each committee has a set day of the week for their hearings. Special meetings can be held at other times. Meetings are to be posted at least 24 hours in advance of the hearing. In the committee process, it is the only point in the legislative process when the public has the opportunity to speak on a bill. During the committee, proponents of the bill are allowed to present on the bill and make their case for passage. And then the opponents of the bill are allowed to speak and make their case against the legislation. The committee members are allowed to ask questions, to offer amendments, and to vote for or against the bill moving forward. Possible committee actions. The bill can be reported favorably and sent to the full House for consideration. The bill can also be reported favorably as amended and sent to the full House for consideration. The committee may also report the bill without action to the full House for consideration. Finally, the committee can defer the bill in committee if the bill fails to get the requisite number of votes needed for passage. When a bill is deferred, it is typically killed. A bill needs a majority of those present in voting of a properly constituted committee meeting, minimum of a quorum. Back to the houses. If a bill passes the House of Origination, it moves to the opposite house and the process starts all over again. In order to proceed to the final step, to be sent to the governor for action, a bill must pass both houses with the requisite number of votes necessary. If a bill passes both houses but there is disagreement on the language, a conference committee is appointed. The Speaker of the House appoints 3 state representatives. The President of the Senate appoints 3 state senators. The conference committee report must be signed by at least 2 representatives and 2 senators and must also pass both houses with the requisite number of votes necessary. Gubernatorial action. If a bill passes both houses, it is then enrolled and sent to the governor for action. The governor can sign the bill into law or veto the bill. They can also allow the bill to become law without action. Upon receipt of the bill, the governor has a time certain for action. If received during a legislative session, the governor has 10 days to act. If received after the legislative session has adjourned, the governor has 20 days to act. If the governor does not act in the time frame provided, the bill becomes law without action. After passage, after a bill becomes law, it is given an act number. From that point forward, it is referred to by that act number. An example would be Act 123 of the 2000 regular session of the Louisiana Legislature. This is just a brief overview of how a bill becomes law and the Louisiana legislative process. We hope you will find this series valuable. We appreciate your feedback and input on how we can better help you become an effective advocate for your profession. Stay tuned for our next installment in the Effective Advocacy series, What to Expect During Legislative Sessions. Thanks for being with us today. We'll see you next time.